Test, test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the O on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Eaxis Anthony.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good in the world, everybody? It is Tovaun Anthony. Welcome to another episode of the O on God podcast. This is Talk That Talk Tuesdays. I'm here to talk some crap with y'all and see what's going on. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week. Hopefully you guys are blessed and all that good nonsense. Me, I'm drinking tea because I'm over here under the weather like an idiot. Went to the gym one day. Came out, it was cold outside, so that weather change really doesn't work on me. But yeah, like I'm just trying to stay consistent with this, so we could just have more fun as we, keep going and whatnot. So I'm just gonna turn this to multi-stream chat so I can see whoever's talking on here. Then I got people on Instagram like I normally do. What's going on, Marcus, in the chat? Peace and abundance from Team Positive. What's going on, guys? As always, because I normally like to highlight, groups of businesses I know. Special shout out to Travel, Train, Teach. Travel the world, train with the best. Teach your community. They are a martial arts gym organization who pride themselves in just that. Traveling the world, training with the best, and teaching their community. If you are in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, check them out. I personally vouch for them because those are the coaches that made me. They're the reason why I can throw hands and feet and knees and shins. But yeah, man, listen, I'm on here today mainly because, Talk That Talk Tuesdays. I'm here to talk crap. Honestly, what I'm going to do with this episode, for those on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see the pop-ups come up, but on YouTube and Facebook, you will. So I'm basically going to be picking up some or looking at some memes and stuff that I was just freaking picking up since the last time we chatted, and I'm just like, yo, this stuff is ridiculous. Since people want me to talk about relationship stuff and things like that, but also they don't want to be the ones that actually put in a question, then it's just all right, well, I guess I got to go about it my own way. Yeah. Also, thank you guys so much for oh, shoot. R2X1, he said, Eaxis is a legend. Yo, no, you're the legend. You're the legend. You're the legend. That's my nephew. That's my oldest nephew. He's the greatest of all time, and I can't wait for you guys to see what he has coming. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to... this is a good first one. Boom. Nope. I hit the wrong button. So... let's go ahead and start looking at these memes. I'll read them off to you guys on Instagram, but they are on the screen on here on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. Yo, when I first saw this one, I started to lose my head, right? And I'm just like, what is up with people? And the meme itself says, if your dick is good, I'm going to tell everybody it's little so I can have it to myself. What kind of toxic nonsense is this? Now, granted, that's a really good strategy by ladies. That's a really good strategy by ladies. Hey, yo, thank you so much for buying a badge, Juan. Wait, why you buy a badge? I'm sending that back to you. That's my nephew. It's always supporting. But yeah, it's yo, first of all, this is a crazy way to try to isolate somebody. Number one, it's what are you doing? But also, I would have never thought about that. But then again, never mind. As many people come out there and they want to go hard at somebody because of their package, it happens all the time. So it doesn't really matter the reason, but people be wilding out here. Let me see what's going on here. Another meme: come to me single, healed, and ready to give head. Hey, yo, okay. That is the perfect combination. Ain't nothing wrong with the trifecta. Come to me single, healed, and ready to give head. Who doesn't want that combination? That's crazy. Yeah, shoot, you come to me like that, you might get wiped up. All right, that ain't it, but it is what it is. Odd stuff. What was I gonna say here? Oh, I do have a funny story to tell you guys, though. Funny story, because this happened last night. And we'll get back to the memes in a second. This happened last night. I'm not going to say no names. But I'm starting to run into more and more Seventh-day Adventist people. Like, and what's even more crazy, I'm starting to run into more of them that went to the same church as me and the same school as me when I was a kid. And it's getting ridiculous. I was at a show last night. Poetry slam. And, Adriana, she really wanted to go there. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, we went bowling, and then we went over there. And the person she was there to see, I'm looking at them, and I'm like, what is up with this cat? Like, I feel like they're very familiar. I never forget a face. But I also thought, no, maybe this is like some DC stuff. Because it's like there's people that when they walk, you could just feel that DC vibe off of them. And I'm like, nah, maybe this is just a DC thing. But I'm like, this voice sounds familiar. This face looks familiar. And I'm just like, get out of here. But they killed it. They killed the show, right? And I was just like, okay, this is cool. We talking for a little while. And while we're getting ready to leave, they're like, all right, everybody got to get out of here. And she makes a joke. She's like, oh, y'all gonna kick us out like the deacons at the church or something like that. I was like, huh? And she was like, yeah, like they be flicking the lights on and off. And she was like, she said that. And we're walking out. I'm holding the door for her. I'm like, well, I used to be a deacon. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. And she was like, no. I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. I'm like, oh, crap. And she was like, wait a minute. Where are you from? I'm like, I'm from here. I'm from Southeast. And she's like, oh, crap. So I'm like, oh, man. And she's like, you probably know my family. I'm like, what church did you go to? She's like, and I was like, hoo-wee. I'm like, girl, what church you go to? And she said what church it was. I was like, dude, I went to the church and the school. And she said, me too. I'm like, oh, crap. And considering our age difference, I was like, she went when my brother was there. And the moment I mentioned my brother's name, ding dong. As y'all know, my brother was a pretty boy. Or he is. He still is. Me and my brothers, we all handsome as hell. But, yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Turns out, like, not only did we go to the same church and same school, it's like, yo, I know you. Like, because I knew her brother. So it's just like, oh, crap. This is great. You said go Panthers. Goodbye, Nay. For those that can't see that, she's in the Instagram chat. She said go Panthers. You know what's real funny? I was on both basketball teams. I was on the church team and the school team. And there was one year where they had like the church team go against the school team. It was hilarious. And I was just like, oh my gosh, because the school team got dogged. Like, it was nuts. And they were like, so which one you going to play on? I'm like, shoot, man. This man said Israel or Palestine. I'm going to tell you why I'm not getting into that. I'm just not getting into that. Not right now. It's so much ridiculousness going on. At the end of it all, this is what I got to say. First of all, I just don't like war. I don't like war. But the biggest thing I don't like is the fact that there are innocent children just getting screwed over there. So I'm a respectfully keep my opinion to myself right now. If you want to talk about it in the chat, like in like a chat between you and I, DM, we could do that. But yeah, that's where I am with that. What's going on here? When I was there, the school team was fired. Yeah, because that's when Simona and them were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when Simona and them were there, and she was dunking on all the boys, and I had the illest crush on her. Let me stop that. But yeah, you said these politics are not politicking at all. Hey, no, you're absolutely right though. Yeah, no, I'm just not the one. I'm just not the one to bring up politics and then war stuff around. I'm not. Put some respect on my name. No, you gonna have to fight me, bruh. You gonna have to fight me. Oh my gosh. You want to know what's really funny about like this like installment of the podcast is like, for people that don't watch the video, they're going to be very confused as to why I'm talking the way I talk, because I'm looking at one screen and then I'm referring to another platform and all this stuff. It's nuts, man. Did you just come in? Why do you have your jacket on? All right. You know what? Let me just take this off. Go ahead, take this off. Since people like asking questions. Like, why you got your jacket on? Maybe I just wanted it on. Maybe I like it. Maybe a friend of mine gave me that jacket, and I'm just like, I like this jacket. Maybe that's the case. I'm joking. I'm coming at you all types of sideways. Gojo versus Kakashi. We doing death battle sequences now? Come on, man. I'm always team Kakashi, but I mean, I know what will happen. Oh, man. Neil Marvin. What's up, T? When's the next episode for Fantasy Fights? The next episode should be Friday. Next episode should be Friday. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It'd be this. Oh. I say it'd be the same when I do crochet and conversation. The people be so confused. I got to jump in on one of those. For anybody that doesn't know, anybody in the Facebook chat right now, this is the one that did the ass. Where is the booty? Where's the booty? I'm gonna get the booty. Nah, I got these headphones in my ear. It's back there. But yeah, no. The next episode should be out Friday. Hopefully you guys like with that one. It'll be a simple one. I'm trying to get that done and then one more episode, and then I'm jumping into a new arc that everybody and their mom on TikTok wants me to finally freaking do. So we're gonna have fun with that. Let's get back to what are we talking about here? Goku versus the Akatsuki. Goku would mop the Akatsuki. The reason why is because he's a planet buster. Like, he's a total planet buster. Like, what? He's a total planet buster. Like, the only person who would give him, unless you catch Goku in a heck of a genjutsu really fast, like, I mean, what is anybody going to do? Like, what is anybody going to do on top of the fact that he could just go crazy while he's in the genjutsu? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's like a bad idea. Like putting Goku against any Naruto dude. Like, unless it's well, not even Madara. But you said Goku wins, but Pain will give him a run for his money. Maybe Itachi. I think Itachi would avoid Goku altogether. I think Itachi would just. I don't think he would do it. I think he's way smarter than that. Nitat 84. You are fine. Number 2, your voice is amazing. Oh, thank you. God dang it. But shoot, man, let's get back to looking at some of these here memes. Let me see something. See if I can bring something up. Oh, here we go. I could bring this one up. Is this it? Yeah, Insta View. Boom. I don't give a how many times I tell you to do you. I bet not catch you doing nothing. First of all, let me tell y'all something about manipulation tactics, right? The thing about manipulation tactics is this type of stuff only works on 12-year-olds. And also, if you're going to do it, like, just don't. You're going to look like the dipshit in the end of it all. You just are. And it's just like, why are you saying stuff like this in the first place? Wouldn't nobody in their moms on they moms on the best day or nothing try some bull crap like this on me? Like, do you? All right. What you gonna do? Get mad because I actually did me? Good luck. Good fucking luck. You told me to do me. Now I'm having a 4-way in my house. My house. Where I pay the mortgage. Do me. Yeah, I'm gonna do me. I don't know. I think manipulation tactics, like, even from, some people think this shit is cute. It's not cute. Leave it alone. Hold on. I just dropped $1,000 on my kid's birthday weekend and I want to die. Oh, hey, Sess. I love you, Sess. Wait, we can't see the meme. No, you can't see the meme because I'm putting it up on Instagram and Facebook like right now. So if you want to see like the stuff pop up, go to the Instagram or Facebook Live. As of right now, like until I do this, like, nah, the stuff's not gonna pop up on there. But I'll just read it to you. But yeah, nah, manipulation tactics, bullshit. Like, keep that nonsense to yourself. Here's another one. Y'all better quit telling y'all man I don't feel like it because Jasmine do. Okay, hold up. Once again, another manipulation tactic. Also, like, this just shows how weak some people are. Like, yes, there's always going to be somebody who wants somebody you're with. I mean, you didn't get with an undesirable, just being honest here, which is another reason why I still don't understand why anybody would get with anybody else and then act like they could just go somewhere or act all out of pocket. It's like, yeah, there is probably somebody that wants to hork them down 6 ways to Sunday and just disgusting. But it doesn't mean they're going to go do it. Now, if they do, then you know what type of person you're with. If you're not in an open relationship, then sad to say that that's over, but I just think stuff like this is ridiculous. Quit telling your man I don't feel like it because Jasmine do. Like, well, then let's figure out why you don't feel like it. If your partner doesn't feel like it because they're depressed, then, you know, the time that you're going to have to go through all that stuff. They're probably gonna have to go through therapy or, you know, make some changes in their life so things can get better and hopefully things come back around. But you know, if the reason is, oh, I don't feel like it because I'm just not attracted to you anymore, then y'all might want to have a conversation about where this relationship is going. It's just like, okay, well, if you don't feel like it because you're not attracted to me anymore, but you still want to be together, then I'm gonna need a couple hall passes. Like, I tell people all the time, you might not be fucking me, but I'm fucking something. Like, I'm not a cheater by any means, but I'm fucking something. I'm fucking somebody. That's just what it is. It's like, it's just like when I did that video a couple of days ago, you know, about people who are saving themselves for marriage, right? Which I believe 100%, if that is what you need to do to respect yourself and this is what you want to do, anything a person wants to do with their own body that does not harm me, does not affect me in any way, by all means. But understand, this is where I'm coming from. If we're going to pursue something together, I do not believe in holding myself to a marriage. I don't. I'm sorry. And, you know, we could talk about it all day. You have your morals. You have your reasons. Those aren't my reasons. You know what I'm saying? Those are not my reasons, and I will express that from here to the moon. See, I'm coughing up and down the floor. But yeah, I will talk about that from here to the freaking moon. Just like, no, this is just what it is. So if you want to actively pursue something with me and I want to pursue something with you and you ain't giving me no butt cheeks, then it's like, well, I'm going to tell you straight up. Are you okay with me getting something as we go along? If you are not, then we good. We fine. We don't have to pursue this. We don't. I don't need no enemies. I'm not here to hurt nobody. You're not trying to give up no butt cheeks, and I want some butt cheeks. We have come to an impasse. It is what it is. All right, baby girl. Guess it just wasn't going to work out, and I'll just keep moving. So it just is what it is. You want that skirt? What skirt? That's crazy. But yeah, man, no, like, gotta respect people. Gotta respect people and stop the bull crap. Let's see what else we got going on, y'all. Ooh, oh, this is a fun one. Let's do this. Don't give away boyfriend benefits for free, especially to an unworthy woman. These benefits should be earned. Okay, let's go ahead and take the gender out of this. The first rule in the Horseman Black, my collective of artists and tradesmen and cool people alike, right? The first rule in the Horseman Black is this dick ain't free. The final rule is I will give these whores hell to the day I die. Now, the first pretty much means you're going to respect yourself. This dick ain't free. I am worth what I feel I'm worth here, okay? And whatever way we gonna move forward is how we gonna move forward. But you will respect me. You will respect my time. What I give to you or what I do for you isn't a fucking right. It ain't. It ain't. It's because I see you as a person that is worth investing into. That is what I see. Period. Now, I will give these whores hell to the day I die. That's not literally talking about just women. I'm saying you got to tax everybody in your life. Tax the fuck out of all of them. Y'all motherfuckers ain't going to be comfortable around me. Because once you get comfortable, disrespect come. No. No. So, when they say don't give away boyfriend, and I'll just add to this, don't give away boyfriend/girlfriend benefits for free, especially to an unworthy person. I mean, that should be a given. If somebody is just, I don't want to say human beings aren't worth a damn. What I'm saying is if they aren't worth it in your eyes, don't be giving them nothing. But also at the same time, why are you in the same spaces as them? This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this right now. Because we got a lot of content, and I mean I've done videos on stuff like this too, but we got a lot of content creators and a lot of just people kind of capitalizing on the hurt business, right? Where it's just like, oh, they're worried about like these women that want all these things, but they can't even provide half of them. Or they're worried about men that want all of these things, but they ain't worth a damn. First of all, how are y'all even in the same spaces with these people? I'm gonna be completely honest with the one relationship I had in mind where I was with a person that honestly just was not worth my time. Even though I tried my best. It was the most ridiculous relationship I've ever been in. It was just a lot of, that person had a lot going on with them, and I didn't need to be around it at all. But my whole thing is, how are you in the same spaces? Because once I started moving in a way where I am actively respecting myself and respecting my own boundaries, I'm not in the same spaces with any of these people. I'm not in the same communities with any of these people. I'm not in the same forums with any of these people. So it's like, how in the world, unless you are actively pursuing things that hurt you, things that get on your nerves, things that turn you off, how in the blue heck are you even in the vicinity of these people? Now, here's the truth. Like, you can't stop who is trying to come at you, but at the same time, well, no. You can stop them. You can't stop the initial attempt of them just going like, hey, what's up? But you can stop them from pursuing you any further, especially if you know that, oh, no, this ain't it. This person's toxic. This person has no direction. This person's empty. This person does not align with me, you know, in the ways that I need. Like, I don't understand how people can end up in these spaces. Personally, I just don't. I don't. Like, even with the what was it? Y'all remember when the list was coming out, those lists of places not to take women on a date and stuff like that? Here's the funny thing. Outside of the fact that, you know, some of them things on that list I actually agree with. If we want to specifically talk about people that you are pursuing who are expecting you to come out of pocket and give them everything off the get-go for instant gratification, why are you in the same spaces with those people? Why are you in the same spaces with those people? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not in the same spaces with women who think I should be taking them on a helicopter ride on the first date. I'm not in the same spaces as those people. One, because it's just like, well, if I was in the same space as a person like that, I would look at her funny. I would look at her funny as hell. Just like, hold on, baby girl. You want people to take you on a helicopter ride on the first date? Yeah, okay. Helicopter rides, like, even from a what was it? Like, from a medical standpoint, it's like 10 G's. I ain't even got that money. Why are you around me? Like, that's that's how I would look at it. I'm gonna need a cough drop. That's what I'm gonna need. Watch this. But yeah, I'm just like, yo, the sheer it's preposterous. I don't understand how people are in the same spaces. But I guess like what it all comes down to a lot of the times is people want what they can't have, right? You and I'll speak specifically to men right now. I'll speak specifically to men. The ego bullshit of trying to get somebody who doesn't align with you, does not walk parallel to you, does not want what you want, does not want what you have, trying to get them to be with you or try to live with you or try to pursue something with you, that ego shit is just going to get you hurt. It's just going to get you hurt because they don't want you. They don't like you. And you want to be the guy that said, I got him. I did it. Yeah, bruh. They don't want you. They don't want you. Focus on the people that want you. It's that simple. Focus on the people that want you. And things become a lot easier. But a lot of people don't want to hear about that. The first date bar is low. All I want is for somebody to be able to sit down for an hour and be an active listener. Ooh. God dang. I'm going to read that again. This from Cestastic, my friend Cecily. She said, the first date bar is low. All I want is for somebody to be able to sit down for an hour and be an active listener. Let me tell you something. First of all, if you go on a first date with somebody and y'all can't, actually listen to each other or carry on an actual conversation, most people don't know what that is. They think I talk, you listen. Some people think that's what the conversation is. Fuck them. Yeah, I said it. Fuck them. It's time to go. This ain't it. You can't hold an actual conversation. Nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Unless you're dealing with somebody that just don't talk. But at that point, it's just like, okay, why are y'all sitting down and talking? Why don't y'all just go do something active? Maybe that'll open that person up. Maybe. But these are conversations you can have before you actually have that sit down first date, unless you're doing some blind date bullshit. Why don't I have water? But yeah. Right. If we can't do that. Right. If we can't do that, there won't be a second date. Fuck the helicopter. Hey, yo. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, it's the truth. How can you focus when so many people want you? Huh? I think that all comes down to, I don't know if you were directing that towards me or you're just saying in general. I'll look at it as in general. If you're a person that a lot of people want, I mean, honestly, that's probably the least of your worries. Like, oh my gosh, everybody wants me. So what do? I don't know. Walk in your purpose. Keep doing you. The right person out of that bunch is going to stick out to you. And and if you feel as though you should pursue it, then you'll pursue it. Other than that, hey. Helicopters are for good hoes. Wow. Good hoes. I'm done, Cess. I gotta have you back on the show. I gotta have you back on the podcast because Cecily be dropping some gems sometimes. I just be laughing my tail off for her. It's freaking crazy. Hold on. Wait, Goku versus Superman 3 is coming on Death Battle. 3? What? No. Hold on. Your thoughts on who would win and is the rematch necessary? I mean, Black Frieza just one taps Goku, so... All right, here comes the nerd. I believe that Death Battle got it right the first time and the second time. I don't know why they're doing it again unless they're running out of ideas. Why in the blue fuck are you putting Goku versus Superman again when Goku's entire concept is a man that can break any limits? Superman has no limits outside of Kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, no, stop the bullshit. Stop the cap. I love Dragon Ball Z. Goku was one of my favorite characters of all time, even though I think he's a babbling idiot. I prefer Vegeta, but yeah, no, that's it. I'm gonna stay off that train. That makes me mad. I didn't even know that was the case. Yeah, I don't know why a helicopter or anything extravagant seems. Yeah, it's ridiculous for a first date. Now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If you are a person of a certain wealth, right? There's a difference between. I'm hearing static. Why am I hearing static? Uh-oh. Yeah, there's a difference between what was I going to say? There's a difference between going to a museum and then going to a museum after hours because you were a donator. Like you made a hefty donation. So if you have different types of access and you want certain types of exclusivity and you got the money, then hey, whatever. If it don't mean nothing to you, whatever. But as far as a regular first date, I'm sorry. Here's my whole thing. As a man that has a mortgage, I got this house by my motherfucking self. Okay? I got this house by myself. Got my car by myself. I personally, and this is me being bougie, I guess, but if you ain't got no motherfucking mortgage, you ain't gonna talk no shit to me about no first date. Sorry. Unless you're paying some crazy amount in rent. I understand that's a comparison game. That might be a little immature coming from me, but it's just the truth. You don't know shit about money. And you're looking at instant gratification over, quality experiences because you can go diving with dolphins and not give a fuck about the person next to you. And then it's like, well, what was this first date for? Was it a date or did you just get sponsored for something? If you just want to get sponsored for something, hey, by all means, get sponsored by something. Just understand there's shit that comes with that lifestyle. But we got a lot of people that want to be like sugar babies and don't want to get no sugar. First of all, if a lady named Miss Yvette want to come out here and say, young man, I want to take you on a tour of Paris, but you gotta rustle my gym bobs. I'm rustling the heck out of them gym bobs. I'm not gonna act funny. I'm not gonna act funny when she trying to put it on me. What kind of nonsense is that? Think I just did this for free? This is out the kindness of her heart. And if she said that this was out the kindness of her heart, then okay. Yeah, baby girl, it's out the kindness of her heart. I'm showing up. But if she looked at me and said, I'm trying to take you on a trip to Paris, I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta lay it down for the old timers. I think people be wilding out here when it comes to experiences and stuff like that. Let me see. Yo. She said, I tell men and women all the time, lower your tone if mortgage ain't in your vocabulary. Yeah. You ain't talking no shit to me. You ain't talking no shit to me. I'm sorry. Now, you just not. You don't know. You haven't been through the ringer. You have not been through the ringer. Don't talk no shit to me. You ain't been to the ringer. Let's see here. Here comes another meme. Let's do this. Boom. Nobody. Now, that was a burp. That was ridiculous. I'm so sorry. That took away from my sexy. I'm joking. Here's another meme. Nobody is busier than a person not interested in you. And it says in quotations, let me close the fridge. I'll call you back. Yeah. I mean, you got to understand a lot of people because of the internet. We have a lot of people that got keyboard courage, but we still have a lot of awkward people. There are way more introverts. There are way more passive aggressive human beings out here than not. And that's because communication, a lot of people weren't taught how to effectively communicate, but also some people just don't want to. It's like, I don't feel like it. If a person's not making any time for you, like none at all, they don't care. They get, let me get back to you. And they give you a whole bunch of answers that aren't definite. You already know your answer. Stop wasting your time. Just stop wasting your time. Okay, I'm not going to drink this because this is cayenne, and that's going to make me just go into a freaking frenzy. But yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. I mean, if I'm going out with Elon Musk's cousin, I want that helicopter ride. And if I gotta suck some, I guess I will. Shit. Hey, yo, here's the thing. That's my friend Cecily. She is basically me in a woman's body. I'll tell you that. She's me in a woman's body. How's the harem going? You're gonna kick my ass next time she see me. Cecily got more of a lineup than I ever had. I be looking at her trying to take notes. So I'm just like, God dang, how do you manage this? This is ridiculous. I ain't got the capacity for more than a couple people. Like, how the heck you got 8? What, 11? Let me stop. She said, I'll stop, I promise. No, you won't. No, you won't. The hoes are on it. Ah! I'm done with you. But, hey, no, right in the chat, it says, people make time for the things they want, honestly. And that's true. They do. They 100% do. I remember there was, I'll be open about something real quick. There was a person that I dated some years ago who I told him in the beginning, like, the type of lifestyle I was living and what I wanted, and that I wasn't really looking to be in a relationship. Not like in a way where it's just like, oh, I'm trying to fuck. It's just like, no, I mean, we hanging out and stuff like that, but like, I'm not actively looking to be with somebody. I'm not going to prioritize a person over the other things that I'm doing right now. And it's no shade to you. It's just, this is what's going on. But either way, we end up getting together and trying to move forward. And of course, it didn't last long. I got sat down and they were just like, the way you're passionate about these other things, I do not feel like you're passionate about this relationship. I was like, well, I mean, I told you so. But yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Like, people make time for the things they want to. They do. They do. And if they don't want you, anything is going to get in their way. Dang, the sun is shining really bright. Matter of fact, the sun's shining too bright. I ain't coming outside. Dang, the wind blew left rather than right. I'm not coming outside. Dang. I woke up and my eyes blinked twice. I'm going to focus on that rather than focus on you. It's literally that easy. Literally that easy. You got to understand, people who work 16-hour shifts find time to cheat, okay? So if there's a person you're trying to pursue and they're making absolutely no time for you, you got your answer. Once again, I'll say it again. People that work 16-hour shifts find time to cheat. So if you are actively pursuing a person and they are making no time for you, you got your answer. So that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. Oh, yeah, this is a fun one right here. This is a real fun one. This meme says, I'll never forget one time I was crying over a guy and my dad just looked at me and said, you got to be tough if you're going to be stupid. And I've never heard more true words. I mean, yeah. I don't understand how. I mean, here's my whole thing. I know, like, people go through it. Some people need to be burned by the fire like 8 times before they go, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. My suggestion is go ahead and throw your ego out. Go ahead and throw your ego out the window. And I don't know. Maybe you'll find some direction, right? But yeah, no. The amount of cats that I know that will boo-hoo and woo-woo-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, even though they've gone through the same shit, or they see all the red flags and then something happens and then they're acting confused. It's like, I don't understand. I don't understand how people can be so freaking confident in how they're moving and then cry about it later. I'm sorry. It's so weird. It's so weird to me. But like I said, some people need to be burned about 6, 7 times, 8 times before they go, maybe not. It's like jujitsu. It's like jujitsu. Normally, when people are skeptical about jujitsu, they get on the mat, they get choked out the first time. They're like, yo, what happened? They get choked out the second time. Oh, what happened? They get choked out the third time. They're like, okay, maybe this shit works. Maybe this works, and maybe I should learn it. Now, Muay Thai is a little different. I'm knocking your ass cold, and then when you wake up, I'm going to be like, what'd you learn? You ain't going to remember. So, yeah. I just need people to get right. People be, it's like, yo, take that heartbreak like a champ, kid. You did this. You set yourself up. Especially if you see red flags. I got a friend right now that she specifically gets with men who are walking red flags. Walking red flags. Like one guy, I told her to her face, this is a freaking narcissistic sociopath. Like, he has all the makings of it. Didn't give a fuck. Next thing you know, I get a call, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear about it. Do you have any other fun memes? I don't know. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Well, all right. I'm going to bring this one up because I did favorite it for a reason. Oh, Seth says she trying to write a book. Hey, look, that's what some people do. They go through a whole bunch of hurt and then they write a book about it. And it's like, yo, did you find any resolve, though? I hope you went to therapy before you wrote this book. Because if you don't go to therapy before you write this book, this is about to be a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, because there's going to be no resolve. I like solutions. Okay? Like, I like solutions. So, no. Let me see here. Why do men hate celebrating their birthdays so much? Somebody replied, we're tired of receiving socks from people who expect boat cruises from us. Once again, who are these people that y'all are getting with? That, how are you in the same spaces with these people that are expecting the most extravagant things, but they're expecting to give you dick? Like, I don't understand. I'm not in the same spaces with these people. I guess it's because I prefer quality over like the surface level bullshit. You know, first of all, you know how many pretty people on this planet? You have any idea how many pretty people on this planet? I'm gonna look in your eyes. Do you have any idea how many pretty human beings are on this planet? Gorgeous women, ravishing women, handsome men. There's a crap ton of them. And here you are focused on the ones that ain't worth a damn. At least not to how your life will be moving. You're focused on them. Why are you focused on them? There's over 3 billion men on this planet. Over 3 billion women on this planet. And that's the even funnier thing, right? That's the even funnier thing. Let me do this. So I need to go back to the scene. This is the funny thing that I want to touch on. I want to touch on this, and I believe I touched on this on another live before, but I'm going to keep on preaching it and 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 preaching it until people start getting it. Why in the world are people so focused outside of the ego trip? Because you can't justify it to me outside of it being an ego trip. And you're like, I want this shit to work because I want it to work. Well, it's not gonna. You're focused on these people who are not good for you. They're not. Like there ain't 3 billion other women on this planet. And out of them 3 billion, it's probably a couple million that look just like this chick that will probably treat you better. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I don't care. There's only one of me. Yeah, okay. 3 billion people? Yeah, okay. 3 billion women. 3 billion men. Yeah, I just think it's kind of ridiculous. It goes parallel to when a woman says all men ain't shit, or a guy says all women ain't shit. First of all, you haven't dealt with even 1% of the opposite gender. Notice I said over 3 billion for each side, right? Over 3 billion. This means in order for you to even have an opinion on 1% of the opposite gender, you would have had to date millions. Have you dated millions? Have you been in the same room with millions? Have you spoken to millions on the internet? No. No. Get your head out your ass. This is me being real. Get your head out your ass. Start respecting your fucking self. Start moving with a freaking purpose. Oh, it's a little red flag. I like a little toxicity. Shut up. And I'll say it to your face. Shut up. Because I don't like hearing about the bullshit. Everybody likes to freaking capitalize on this hurt culture and this bull crap. Everybody wants a story. You don't need to have a story. How about you just freaking live? How are you in the same spaces with these people? Because I ain't. I don't notice them. They don't notice me. Why? Because we don't align. The things they want aren't the things I want. The things I want are not the things they want, nor do they have. How are you in the same spaces with these people unless you're actively pursuing shit scenarios? That's my spiel. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got a little angry. It happens. I'm still going through it like every other human being, y'all. I am. That's boat cruises. I'm sorry. First of all, be around people that give a fuck about you. It's just the truth. Be around people that give a crap about you. Hey, my friend Ori said I love socks. But yeah, be around people that give a crap about you. Most, like, I tell people all the time, outside of the one woman I dated that just kind of just kept taking and disrespecting me and doing all this crazy stuff, nobody else that I have ever dated did that. And it wasn't because I became some alpha male, stick my chest out, yeah, bitches ain't shit guy. That's not what happened. I just went, I'm not going to be around people like that. I'm going to be around people that care about me, that show me they care about me. Well before I decide to pursue anything romantic, before I decide to pursue a friendship on a level that is, you know, deeper than surface bullshit, there are things that I need to see. And if I don't see them, then I don't see them. That's it. Ready Red said it. Live your life. Don't force nothing. Don't force nothing. You got to actively pursue a person, constantly be up on them every 5 seconds, and then now you the one over here talking about some, they hurt me. Shut up. You set yourself up. Shut up. I'll be angry. Let's see here. Anything anyone else want to talk about? Because I kind of just went sideways on that, and I'm sorry. I'll be angry. I was yelling and stuff. Hold on. Men ain't shit and women ain't shit, but they've had 2 serious girlfriends in their whole life, and they cheated on one of them. Whoa. Get out of here. You know damn well they notice you. You just repel them like Zubats in a cave in Pokemon. I love you, Cecily. Hey, dude. Hey, listen. I do be repelling that bullshit, though. People don't come at me sideways. They really don't. But that's because I look like I might hurt you. Like, in public, I look like I might hurt you. I've been told that. So, it's like, I get it. Like, I'm either very easily approachable or I look like I might beat the brakes off of you. And I like that. Because the people that think that I'm approachable, they're either one or two things. They're either cool people or they're batshit crazy. And, hey, that makes it simpler for me. Let me see here. Hold on. I have a similar mindset, but it comes with being alone. It's difficult. See, here's the thing about being alone. I know why people feel strongly about, loneliness. Some people fear it, outright fear it, to the point that they'd rather be in toxic scenarios than be alone. I was raised to be like hyper independent, essentially. And so the idea when people would preach things to me like, oh, you need a partner, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think every human being needs to learn how to be by themselves. Like, and I'm not saying like totally secluded recluse. Look, one of the worst things that can happen to you, especially if you are unfortunately incarcerated, is being put in solitary confinement. That's like one of the worst things that can happen to you. because human beings need interaction. But I would rather have some friends, some quality friends, and go home to a house that's peaceful than have just people and then come home to a partner that's just, no, nope, not me. Not the fuck out of me. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's important to acknowledge the difference in being afraid to be alone and being afraid to be abandoned. It's a lot of people with abandonment issues. It's a lot. It's a lot, and that can come from many different things. It could come from upbringing, like parents did some crazy stuff. It could come from how your friendships were in your adolescence. A lot of things can contribute to that, and I think what needs to happen is people that exhibit the behaviors of a person with abandonment issues. It's like, if you're a friend of theirs, like, I'm not saying you need to point your finger in their chest and be like, yo, you got problems. Like, nah, but, try to push them in a direction where it's just like, okay, well, let's try to make this a little better, so you don't feel like it's the same thing. I know some people that look at being alone as the same as being abandoned. It's like, it's not the same. It's not the same. Being abandoned is you were with somebody and they just said fuck you and left you for, like, they left you for dead. They left you high and dry. Fear is a very, 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 very powerful thing. And I think people in general need to start working on that. A lot of decisions are made because of fear. A lot of decisions are made because of anxiety. A lot of people have anxiety issues. Heck, I got a little bit of anxiety issues. No. That only happens if, like, I think something's about to go very, 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 very wrong. And it has to be like some things where it has to be a situation that has shown me the red flags well before I got there. But, yeah, Cecily said, I can be alone, but I prefer not to be. I mean, yeah, most people prefer not to be. I'm fine with being alone. Heck, like, after my last relationship, I was in my house alone for months, before I picked up a couple tenants. But I was in my house alone for months. This is a 5-bedroom house, 3 floors, man, and a basement. And I was in this joint. I would wake up, hello. Nobody in here. But also, at the time, specifically for me, I knew I had to protect my peace and my space, because I was not in a position to people like that. I was not in a position to pursue anything like that. So I'm like, yeah, no. It's what it is. Yeah, just don't let that preference lead you to making a bad choice. Just don't do that. Okay, so here it comes, and I'll make this the final meme because we're about to roll up on an hour in a second. And then I'll let it go. Let's see here. Trauma explains behavior. It does not excuse behavior. Slim, listen. I got some words to say about this one right here. I 100% agree with this. And it is true that hurt people hurt people. It's not an excuse that hurt people hurt people. I know people, even to this day, that make certain decisions that are not in their best interest, and they don't see it that way because of the things that have happened to them in the past. And they will go out of their way to do things that harm others. And they feel justified because of the things that happened to them in the past, even if the person that they just hurt had nothing to do with what hurt them. And that's a very unhealthy way to live, because the more you do it, the more, and this is what and it's funny because we're bringing it back to the loneliness. The more you isolate yourself, the more you isolate yourself. Get therapy. Do something. Don't walk around thinking that, okay, because I have these scars, it gives me the right to do something to somebody else. Okay? I dealt with a person like that before. I dealt with a few people like that in my life. A few. And if it's, I don't deal with people like that anymore, but, and I haven't for years, but when I tend to run into someone like that, who I'm like, they're exhibiting these behaviors that, you know, they may have been hurt, they may have been traumatized, and they're speaking in a certain way, they're acting in a certain way. It is not my calling to assess those people. It is not, because I'm still working on myself. It is not my calling to assess those people, because the first thing I want to do is engage with them in a way that isn't exactly healthy either. This is me being open and vulnerable with you guys. When a person who is exhibiting behaviors that they have been hurt and they are coming at me in a way where they are actively antagonistic, or they are doing things that may hurt me, I'm going to bring it up. Number one, it's just, hey, look, I don't like this. I don't like how you're speaking to me. I don't think this was respectful at all. And I think I'm not going to ask for an apology from you. I don't want an apology. I don't care about apologies. But we're not going to continue this. I don't know what caused you to feel as though you should be able to act this way around me, but I want you to think for a second exactly how you would react if I did XYZ to you. And before anyone says that that's gaslighting, understand, I'll say it right now. If somebody tells me that it's gaslighting when I am openly explaining that you just hurt me and I'm asking you not to do that, I'm 2 seconds from slapping the shit out of you. And this is why I say I am not built to assess people like this. I'll tell you what it is, and I'm leaving. And I'm leaving. Because nothing is more dangerous to me than a person that feels justified in their actions when it comes to, like, but they are highly, like, misled. It's the same thing as a terrorist. It's the same thing as your most unhinged villain. Not even unhinged, because even villains have justification, right? They're just doing things that hurt others, but they feel like they're right. They feel like they're right. There are a lot of people, a lot of terrible people on this planet that feel like they're doing right, but it doesn't make it right. So I feel like if you've been hurt, if you feel like there have been things done to you and nobody cared, or there are things that have been done to you and it wasn't brought to justice, don't think that you can bring it to justice by hurting other people. Or you're not even thinking about bringing it to justice. You're just like, well, it happened to me, so I'm going to do it to others. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Because you might run into a real one. I'll just keep it like that. I'll just keep it right there. And most people I know, I'm not going to lie, most people I know that operate off of pain like that, they can't fucking fight. Most people I know that operate off of pain like that and try to push it over onto others, they have weak constitutions. They have weak wills. They're breakable, very breakable. And this will be on record. This will be on my YouTube. Like, no, you're hurt and you're delicate. That's why you're doing this, because you're hoping that being antagonistic and you're hoping that, you know, striking first will protect you. It's not always the case. Sometimes you might have poked a bear. Okay, so off of that, let's see. Yeah, no. I think I'm done with the memes for today. Hold on. Cess, I tackled, yeah, no, 2 wrongs do not make a right. They don't. They don't. I hate men, so I'm going to do this. I hate women, so I'm going to do this. One girl cheated on me, so I'm going to cheat on every woman I'm with for the rest of my life. Boy, you dumbass. What is this going to help? You just created some other monsters. Well, they created a monster out of me. Well, you don't have to be one. They hurt you. You didn't have to be a monster. Like, by that logic, like when I have conversations with guys that have been hurt by like one or two women, and they try to justify like their heinous actions, like of cheating, being manipulative, being abusive, and all this stuff based on, oh, well, this was done to me by this chick. Bruh, when I tell them my story, it's like, dog, by that logic, I should be doing some wild shit. I should be doing some wild shit. But I'm not. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Just like I tell people all the time, I'm a violent man. I just don't think violence is necessary in most scenarios. I don't, because it's not. It's not. I grew up with people that if you had a simple disagreement with them, they're ready to hit you. They're ready to shoot you. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, you don't like the color green. All right. Okay, well, you look at this person a certain way, and I don't look at that person that way. Okay, whatever. We don't have to engage that way. Cecily, they hurt me first time. Yeah. People be acting like the worst things in the world happen to them. She cheated on me, bro. Okay. People make decisions, Slim. All you got to do is leave. Or just don't, or just look for those qualities in that person that you could consider red flags, and then just don't entertain that moving forward. Don't entertain it moving forward. It is what it is. Because listen, I'll tell you the truth. I had a person cheat on me. I took them back. They did it again, and I was like, oh yeah. And for years they had projected on me that I was going to do it. But every single way that they said I was going to do it, they did it with their coworker, with somebody else that they did shows with, all this other stuff. But they were saying I was going to do all of it, and then they did it. But here I am. I don't think every woman's like that. I don't. I also don't really, I'm not in the same spaces with those people. Just saying. Like I said, outside of that one relationship where all the craziest shit happened to me, guess who didn't do that to me? Any other woman or person that I have dated after her. Hell, even the person I dated before her. None of those things happened to me. None. So, adjust. That's all I can say. Just adjust. Let me see. Yeah, believe people of who they are the first time they show you. It's the truth. It's the truth. Believe them. Believe them. I say believe them when you just having conversation. You want to know how I tell like guys like, hey man, you know how you dealing with a crazy chick? If a chick say, I'm crazy, believe her. I be wildin', believe her. It's all good, baby. I'm all right. I'm gonna stay over here. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what a good relationship is. They know what they see on TV. They know what they see in movies, and everybody wants to have a movie story, a TV story, a Disney story, or something like that. It's just like, hey, man, your life is your life. This is someone else's story. Make your own story. Just don't go hurting nobody. Oh, man. Yeah. Make your own stories, but don't go hurting nobody. All right. We're up on an hour here. This is Talk That Talk Tuesdays. I'm Tovaun Anthony. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the O on God podcast. This episode will be out tomorrow on all platforms. Talk That Talk Thursdays was put out earlier today. I'm sorry I got sick, so I was out of commission until I was able to upload it today. So I'm gonna get off. I gotta take a friend of mine out for his birthday. So I want to wish you all health, safety, peace, love, and blessings. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always love talking to you guys. Engage with me a little more. We can talk a little more shit. And yeah, we'll try to keep this going. I'll try to get more of these out of the way. I know a friend of mine tried to suggest like an MMA talk. I want to do that. I want to do like some nerd talk too. So, and then I'm going to start bringing guests back on as well. So we'll have a lot of fun. So, yeah.